Hello everybody, I'm just getting myself pumped up, getting ready for this video because this video is the most anticipated video for this week. Maybe not by others because I didn't really promote it, me doing this video, but by myself, myself, and I, knowing I was going to do a video of this ilk, talking about this stuff. That is D&D. As you can tell by the title of the video, what I am talking about is that D&D. I am slowly learning my journey here to learning about the game at my place of employment where I work, that I am enjoying working there, to be quite honest. Hopefully be able to move up and stuff like that there. I made a friend the regular way, not the social media way, and he was letting me know of this game D&D because when I was, when I first met him, like I said, this new job that I've had, soon to be a full month, was during my training, and him and his other friend, I was just hearing that they were talking about it, and I was just wondering, hey, what did they talk about? And he said, oh, we were just talking about D&D and stuff like that. And I go, oh, I've heard about it from Big Bang Theory, and my thoughts on it in the past were more of, seems like a very complicated game. Seems like something that I may not be well to do, meaning not good at. I never put it down. Like, I never said I was above it. I never said it was, just for nerds. I never said anything like that. I respected it. I respected it so much that I said it probably wouldn't be for me, and I wouldn't be able to catch up on it or get to it, be able to play it. Because from what my expectation was that it was more than what it really is. Not to say that it's not. It doesn't have its rules and this and that, but I'm just saying that from what my expectation was, from knowing absolutely nothing, zero, ground zero, not just needing class 101, but class 0.0, week 0 of your 10-week training program of D&D to learn. I needed to learn week 0, let alone week 1, class 102, or even a 101 introductory class to D&D. That I thought that this was just so complex and so difficult and so, needing to be a certain type of personality to be able to play this game or this hobby that people love. And having to do with, or I assumed it had to do with cards, right? You hear about the card games and this and that. So I've lumped D&D with all of it and made assumptions. And you know what assumptions can do, right? But from what I've learned, and I want to share this so you don't have to see my cute mug face or whatever, I do want to screen share. Nope, wrong tab. Screen share what I've been trying to learn. Let's see here. Yep, there it is. Let's screen share the application window. I hope you all can see that as I present to everyone, even though I'm the only one here in the Google Hangout, so presenting to myself. But this is specifically a video that I'm watching here from WASD20, which is back in 2016. Most of these videos are 2016. So I'm assuming that's when this 5th edition came out. There's the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th editions, now the 5th edition since 2016. Which ironically is when I had my 10-year high school reunion. Unfortunately, also when my grandmother passed away in 2016 at the age of 93. 2016 was an interesting year, as any year is really. Every year is interesting, right? However you see it. Anyways, this is the playlist. The very first video to here. I'm just going to play a couple seconds of it, so I don't really have to worry about being copyrighted with the... I don't think so. Anyways, I'll just share what I've, what I've learned here, at least, or what I'm watching and trying to learn here.
To build in multiple ways for your character to succeed. In this case, that...
Oh, great. It has an ad. It has an ad when I'm trying to share something, an ad comes up and pops. Great.
Listen, Wolf. Never forget the Iron Code.
Can we please get back to the video?
That was really the only way I could see it working out well for Seamus, and he failed that, so now we get to talk about death. So firstly, for an enemy, if they drop to 0 hit points, it's up to the DM, but usually that's going to mean they're just dead. The DM will say they're dead. Now the DM could in certain cases decide that's not the case, or you could also decide that you want to try to keep someone alive by dealing non-lethal damage and just knock them out.
Also, there is one video that I want to share. There is a part of it, and I'll cue it up while I'm talking here. I did want to cue it up here where he talks about let's see here if I'm going to cue it up because I know there's my friend who I'm going to go to whether play or watch them play tomorrow here locally the game. He's going to be watching this video, so hi. What's up, buddy? Shout out to Branson. But I want to cue this video. I just want to share some things that each individual person says in case you yourself or anybody watching this doesn't want to go through the whole playlist of 18 videos and seeing what I'm hearing. Anyways, let's cue this up and play.
And so that culture, the culture of people who have read the books and know the rules, but aren't playing or aren't running, is very different. That's where you get a lot of this discussion, I believe, about really noodly math stuff and the action economy. And the point I would like to make, my philosophy, which you are free to adopt if you like or ignore if you find useful or indeed offensive, was, I think, most succinctly phrased by Alfred Korbinski. The map is not the territory. This is not Dungeons & Dragons. I know it looks like Dungeons & Dragons, but it's not. This is Dungeons & Dragons.
I say, come!
Oh, jeez.
Delicious cattle. Raishan enjoys the taste of feed.
No! Kill it! No! Oh my god, it's Ripley! Oh my god, it's Ripley!
Did someone outside just hear you say the use of the term?
No, I think that's exactly. And then it looks straight at you, and like an entire section of the flesh lifts, and there's just this mouth.
It's actually pretty cool for me to see this.
Like 3 mouths inside of it, and each of them are sort of talking.
I would like you all to roll initiative.
What?
We can't fight 4 dragons. Can we?
Just like this, not a movie, and this is not a meal. The recipe is just a set of instructions. It may produce a tasty meal that you like, or it may not, because there are many things that will go into the process of making it that are not exactly detailed here. Just like this is not a movie, there are many things that have to happen between this, regardless of how detailed it is, and the finished product. These are very important. These are critical. They are part of the foundation of the final work, but they are not the final work. I am very interested in the rules. I spend a lot of my time at the table asking my players to actually read me verbatim what their spell or special ability does.
So yeah, you're welcome to watch the whole video if you want. I don't want to bore you with the whole thing. For those that don't care, and even if you do care, I still don't want to bore you. There is another one. Let me see here. Of learning from the individual. I think it's the same guy in the welcome one. Oh yeah, here in the when he does the welcome here.
And now, better half
Dang
facts. If you remove half his
I hate
juicy
these
burden,
ads on YouTube.
all you
Sorry,
have
I
left
just
is
do.
weird up.
I hate ads.
Hey everybody, Matt Colville here. This is not a video for new DMs. It is a video for new players or potential players. Welcome to Dungeons & Dragons. You're watching this video because, well, probably you're watching because you're a subscriber of mine, in which case, hello. But I hope you're watching because a friend of yours invited you to play D&D and you're sort of maybe interested, but you're not entirely sure what it is you're signing up for. By the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding, a less vague understanding. You probably won't be more confused.
I wanted to share that line because that's true. You know, I have a friend that invited me to play, or learn more about it, and that day will be tomorrow. But I just did want to share that, the playlist and those specific parts of the video, and what I've learned from all those videos, total, and then specifically the ones that I shared and showed, like the first one where he's actually going through a scenario, one with just one player scenario, going through a situation, and from there, and since I'm sharing things, I might as well just continue the train. Sorry, I don't mean to bore people, like I said, but I just want to share and show for those that don't plan to look at the playlist or hasn't or whatever.
Hey guys, I'm Tim, and this is my brother James. And collaboratively with other people. That's it. Here's what I mean. Well, what are you talking about? Let me let you.
Sorry.
Absolutely, 100%, no wrong way to do it. However, when people do tell me that, I'm like, okay, but how do you do it?
Exactly. You still want something to go off of because you have no idea.
Right. I don't like it when people say there's no wrong way, do it however you want. And I'm like, yeah, but I need a way to do it.
So like in a sentence, how would you describe a tabletop role-playing game?
Tabletop role-playing is telling a story collaboratively with other people. That's it. Here's what I mean. Well, what are you talking about? Let me let you in on this secret. You've played tabletop RPGs before. You just may not have done it in a more structured way. It's like playing pretend when you were a kid, just with some rules that you
adults can play pretend too.
Or an adult.
But yeah, these guys are cool too.
One of our really good friends, Barker, from Be a Better Game Master, front yard ball, and pick up basketball with a hoop in the street.
But yeah, I just wanted to share that piece of nugget there that I learned. And I want to show from this guy that I was showing from one of my first shares here on the screen here. I wanted to show of how he plays it, or just how the simulation is for us newbies, or me newbies.
Hi everyone, you're watching WAS D20. My name is Nate. Today's video is intended for newcomers to D&D to give you a little more, but he's going to try to take out Elosk himself. If I'm playing in character, that's what I'll probably do. Now, as the player, one of the first things you need to know about D&D is you just narrate your action. So I am going to say, I walk down the path to the river to see if I see any footprints. Now the DM might say, you see footprints scattered about in the mud, and they're going in many directions. Okay, well, I think I want to move a little closer here and see if I see anything on or across the river. Anyone across the other side, perhaps? You don't see anyone, but you do see a fishing line out in the middle of the river. Looks like it's coming from your side of the river.
So yeah, I just want to share that too. All right, I think I'm done with sharing. But sharing is caring, right, folks? Sharing is caring. And actually, since I'm just bouncing back and forth with videos, I'm just going to continue there when I go back to watching them again. Here this afternoon, this evening, tomorrow morning, if I do a little bit while I'm having some breakfast, having my breakfast of champions. Yeah, cereal or something else. But yeah, it's certainly going to be interesting. Nonetheless, I do thank my friend though for inviting me to it, and hopefully he does see this video, subscribe to the channel, and others. Other people are welcome too, right? You're also welcome. Everybody's welcome to find me on social media. I'm on Snapchat and Instagram at TBK_06. I am on Facebook as well, but you're welcome to know that. Just let me know. And through the other social medias. On Twitter at Army_strong_06. And of course, this YouTube channel. I technically have a second YouTube channel, Animated Awesomeness, where I talk about Star versus the Forces of Evil and My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, which both are going into their final season. Star versus the Forces of Evil has already started their final season, so I have videos to do over there on that channel sometime soon. And yeah, Star versus, it's awesome. But no, and also I have some other videos to do over on that channel. Anyways, just saying. But here, back talking about D&D, I've learned a lot about this game, this fun and entertaining aspect of it. And from what I learned from those videos, specifically that I shared and all the other ones in that very playlist, is that it is that simple in its core, at least from what I've learned, again, just on my end of it, right? I never seen it actually in action live in person like I will tomorrow on Saturday. Saturday, March 16th, 2019. But telling a story, but with rules. No wrong way to play, but certain groups or certain DEMs, as they're called, Dungeon Masters, play to whatever their story that they're telling. And in one of the videos, just talk about, it's good to joke around, good to whatever, but take it seriously because the people playing taking it seriously. They're in the middle of something that you're joining into, or what. It's not like they're starting a fresh new campaign or a fresh new story. And also while I was watching some of those videos, I was like, could it be this simple? I mean, it does also look like fun, but it could be this simple of, it's almost like narrating what your movies that you've seen. Like it's narrating each scene, slow and sure, to get to where or like narrating that movie. You're having things come into play. You're the good guys, bad guys thing. Have some battles. It's like you're narrating Lord of the Rings, Power Rangers, or anything that you watched in that way in your whatever sessions, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour sessions each time, and then getting to whatever the end game is, wherever the story is to take you. Also from what I've learned is of pre-created stories that the DM might be using, or they're one that they made up or created in their head and wrote out the whole quote unquote script of from start to finish where we're starting, and of the world that you're going to be in and using your mind. And me, for people that do know me, I'm a visual person. So if I'm going to play tomorrow, or if I'm going to watch whatever, I'm going to imagine in my mind. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to close my eyes and be all weird like that and imagining it, but I still will in my head, since my mind is always going. Well, imagine that situation. Imagine where we are. Imagine the terrain, and just be like, you're standing in the middle of it, of that field or gravel road on your way to a town, and you run into some troublemakers or things, and as I say, roll initiative, and a battle then ensues. These terms that I'm learning, I do find quite interesting. Not just the terms interesting, I mean the game itself and how simple it is on its foundation, but how complex it can be in regards to the math, the numbers, the dice rolls, the different dices. I guess dices, is that a word? Different dice. I think it's 8, 10, 16, 20 or something like that. Like there's dice for just rolling in general, it seems like, and then dice that are for like the characters and their health. If they get hit, and then it gets to a certain number where then they could be killed off, depending on what level they're at, right? It's like for me, thinking that way, it's like me playing the card game, where you have, whether it's dollars, full dollars and quarters, or whatever, where you have in front of you 1, 2, 3 sets of quarters, whether it's $1 or just 25 cents, whatever you're playing in front of you, and you're playing cards. And each time you're eliminated, or each time you have the lowest one of them all, you're eliminated, and you have to put that money in the pot. And then whoever has the most at the end wins. That's just how that card game works. But my thinking, again, with my, I would say somewhat creative, but interesting brain and how it works, is in relating that to D&D is, okay, so it's like, so I guess it seems like it's, with each hit you take in a battle or whatever, it's like me putting that coin in, or putting that change in the pot, because I had the lowest card with the group that's playing the game, the specific game. And I wish I knew the actual game title of this card game that I'm talking about, so you could understand what I'm actually trying to reference here. But then when you get to nothing's left, and because you lost out or whatever, then in D&D that means your character died or something. Oh, sorry. It's the end of the line. But all in all, I really have been interested and entertained watching these videos. I've been rewatching, watching, and just enjoying it. I mean, after going through the whole playlist a couple of times, now I'm just going back to specific videos that I've enjoyed, or for those like soundbites or things like that I shared here in this video. And sometimes for that one person, like the first and final one that I shared in the screenshot and the screen shares, I like to replay because it shows of playing the game, at least in that situation, right? I understand that that's not exactly how it's going to be if I play tomorrow. But I thank my new friend for inviting me to it. Because hey, it's always nice to make friends, and hopefully it's a long-lasting one. Long-lasting friendship. Right? The magic of friendship, people. Friendship is awesome. Friendship is magic. Just watch My Little Pony. You'll know that. Because like I said, I talk about that show over on my other YouTube channel, Animated Awesomeness. Their final season actually is going to be starting here next month in April. So Star vs. the Forces of Evil is going on now, and then into April. And maybe even finishing up in May. My Little Pony, this generation, 5th generation, by the way, I think it is, or whatever generation. This generation's ending. Then you're going to have a new one in 2020, I believe, or 2021. It's going to be starting in April. We have the NFL draft in April. March Madness is starting here soon. I have to do brackets for that, which I have to print off brackets and have people fill out if they're interested for college basketball. My birthday being on April 25th, that is night one of the NFL draft. So I don't know, maybe Branson will be hanging out here in my house for that. Like I said, we're just getting to know each other here in our friendship. I don't even know if he is a football fan. Maybe he could care less about that. But anyways, so that stuff's going on for April. And then May, I just did earlier today, this morning, I did my reaction to the official trailer of Aladdin. That's coming out in May. Looks awesome. It looks better than the first 2 trailers I've seen. So, things going on of awesomeness, at least for me personally, that I'm looking forward to in sports, movies, television, and other things. Big Bang Theory is finishing up its series. It's going to be a sad moment, it's going to be a sad day entirely on that Thursday when the finale airs. Like, it's going to be a big hoopla, whether I work that day or I don't work on that day. I'm sure I'll be talking to people about it, whether they want to hear it or not. Or if I have off, I can just talk to myself here at home. If I have off of work on that day. Either way, it's going to be a long day and an interesting night to watch the finale. Because my late grandmother, like I said, passed away in 2016 at the age of 93. Big Bang Theory was the one show she watched with us, because she lived here. She lived here with us, me and my mom, and she will watch sometimes what we were watching, and Big Bang Theory was something that I would assume sort of liked. Maybe she didn't love it, but sort of liked, or dealt with it more than other shows that we would watch or whatever. Just like with my grandfather, my late grandfather, who passed away June 2018 at the age of 99. His TV show that he somewhat cared about or watched was Blue Bloods, that show on CBS. But anyways, Big Bang Theory, it's going to be an interesting thing to see if the final scene, the final moment will be what my grandmother predicted it to be or hoped it to be, and what we even thought or hoped it would be. And that's the elevator finally being fixed, them going down the elevator, and the last thing is just them leaving like they would anytime. But we're going through those doors one last time, but from the elevator instead of from the stairs. I think that would be a great way to end the series. But anyways, that's stuff that's going on for me personally in regards to TV shows, movies, sports. The NFL free agency has been crazy. I know I've been doing videos, as you can see in my breaking news video playlist, or I think some are on my miscellaneous playlist, which I hope Branson and others do check out when they have the time to, if they care to, because at least on the miscellaneous playlist, there are some fun, interesting topics that I talk about that you might be like, whoa, didn't think he would talk about that, or let's see what he has to say about this, blah, blah, blah. Like I have a video about love and romance, my 4 pillars of a relationship, stuff like that. Because I do hope to find a girlfriend, start dating again. So anybody out there, if you know anybody single, ages of just turned 18 to, I would say, to 42. I don't know what my limit is on the high range, but anyways, whatever. Let me know. It's just been single for a while, and I do feel like I have a lot to give to a person. I'm a nice guy, respectful guy, cool guy. I don't know about cool. That's all up into interpretation. But anyways, back to D&D. Sorry, I'm off topic. I pretty much said everything that I need to say, really, in my journey in regards to learning this game. And I really have enjoyed what I have learned. I hope that what I have learned actually is what to learn. Not like I'm learning all these things or thinking all these things or whatever. And then, tomorrow comes or whatever situation will come, and it's totally different in how they played or how it's done in reality than what I've learned with the videos through that playlist and through the reading that I tried to learn previously before my friend introduced me to it. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. I'll definitely have a haircut tomorrow, or my hair is like a chia pet growing. Actually, right now it looks like a mushroom top with this here kind of buzz off and then this kind of puffy up here, right like this, right there. Looks kind of like a mushroom top, like that kind of thing. Anyways, before I go into randomness even more, if you watch this whole video, let me know in the comment section below by replying by replying by a simple word, fun or something like that. I don't know. Just let me know if you do, because I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learn something from it in itself. If you are interested to learn about that world, about the game, because I've learned a lot, or at least I feel like I've learned a lot, but I'm still a little nervous, with me being the shy person that I am, of how I would do if I did play. But as even my friend said, the best way to learn is to play. But we'll see, right? That's all we can do, right? We just have to wait and see. Hope that it works out the way that we think. Believe that it will. But either way, it's going to be some fun time. I know that's for sure. I know I'm looking forward to it and looking forward to learning more and more about this this game that people love, that people have as their hobby, something that they enjoy doing from time to time or every single week, however, playing, whenever they do. But I thank you all for watching this video. Welcome to leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, all the other fun jazz. Because I think I'm like 12 away. 12 to 14 away from 300 subscribers. So we're trying to get there. And then by WrestleMania in April, I'll get to that 300. And then on the road to 500. And then to 1K and, so on. So help a buddy out and welcome to share it to other people. Or heck, you can just share this specific video to other people and see what they think of my opinion and my thoughts on this as well. And of this game and of how I perceived it previous to watching tutorial videos on YouTube, then to now after watching and continuously watching, as you can tell when I was screen sharing there, of all the tabs I have open for on my Internet Explorer there. But from me and my puppy dog over there, Bella, relaxing. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Have a fun weekend. Enjoy the weather in your area. And above all else, as always, take care.